Hi. This is the most important part of the class today, is to determine where you will be working. And even in a crowded apartment, I think that you're going to try the best that you can to find a wall that you're going to work against. It's probably only 3 feet wide, and this is where you're going to have your setup table that you'll be able to leave up for 1, 2, 3 days once you have a still life on it. And it can be pretty compact. So the first thing to do is to find out, do I have a small table about this big that I can use for the next few months as a studio table for my still life. But if not, what I have done is I've constructed some boxes that I've stacked. The benefit of having these boxes that are very secure, and I've wrapped them and put tape all around them so that they're very secure, is that you might want to have a box, a setup that's under your eye level or above your eye level or at eye level. And this gives you a very flexible way of being able to do that. Could I get another box on here? So once you have your area, it's nice if you have a tablecloth or a sheet that you can pin up on the wall, because you're going to be drawing not just objects on the table, but the space around those objects, the wall, the top plane, the front plane of the table that you're working on. So it's nice if you have some element like a sheet or a tablecloth that helps designate what that area will be. So once I have my boxes in place, I can just use the cloth and drape it across the boxes or table. And I can arrange this in some way that I like. I can move the boxes against the wall if I want to make it more of a clear horizon line between these two planes. And the next thing is, what is ideal is if you have a window off to the side. Never ever set your still life up in front of a window. It will always be backlit and hard to see. So you want a window from the side. And today it's a little cloudy, so we're not getting a big difference between the light. But, and as a consequence, what you also are going to need is some kind of a lamp that you're going to use for illumination. Now I have a clip light, also called a clamp light, with a strong bulb in it. I've pinned it to a studio chair that has wheels on it. And you can see right away that it's extremely effective in creating a strong light source. So now you need to go and find a place in your home where you can have a wall that's designated just for this use. There are several different ways of arranging your site so that you can have a drawing board that is easily accessible to what you're looking at, which is a still life, and comfortable for you to use your whole arm while you're drawing. This is one method. It involves having 2 chairs about the same size, and the chairs really should not be very soft. They have to be kind of hard chairs so that you're not sinking down. In order to get the drawing board the angle that you want it, which is as vertical as possible, I put 2 boxes here and then some books to prop it up so that the bottom of the drawing board will be available to me as I'm drawing. It won't be down out of my reach. So here's the drawing board. The boxes are heavy, they're filled with books. So it gives me a lot of resistance. I want to be able to push against this without it getting wobbly. That you're going to sit here, it's kind of like a drawing horse, and you have the drawing board set up in such a way that you can look over here at your setup. It's about a 45-degree angle. You don't want it to be a 90-degree angle. You want it to be as close to the same vision that you're looking at your still life. And now, how you know that it's the right distance away from where you're sitting is that your arm can be fully extended. And so this is the first method, which involves 2 chairs. way to draw is by using a table and a chair. You're going to use the table to lean your board against. This isn't the best method because whenever you have to balance something on your knees or on your body, you have a lot of room to move things around in a way that's not very comfortable. However, if this is what you have, the table that I'm using is a high work table. If you have a regularly a table that has less height to it, you can put either books behind it or a box. I can get closer and I can make the verticality of my board a little bit sharper, and again, I'm able to have good range of motion working from my shoulder. So this is the second option. The third way to arrange your drawing area is by using a table. My table is nice and high, but you can use whatever it is you have, and a chair that I then turn upside down, and that becomes the basis of what I can use to push my drawing board against. So this is a very nice solution, and one in which you're standing up, which is my very favorite way of drawing. Standing up has a lot of advantages. One is you have a full range of motion working from your shoulder. You can easily, without having to stretch out, take measurements from your still life, and most importantly, you can back up. So when you're backing up, you can see your drawing freshly from a new vantage point, which is enormously helpful. So this is the one that I recommend the highest.